My name is Kimberly Giddings. Joining us today at Big Smith News Watch is one of Guyana's very own calypsonian artists, whose name is Rudolph Kendall and goes by the name of the Sweet Kendingo. Hi, Mr. Kendall. It's a pleasure to have you here today. How are you?
Well, I'm with you right now. I must say good morning to listeners. You said calypso artist. I'm popularly known for the calypso, but this album I'm doing is not calypso, it's not soca, it's not reggae. It's just a sweet Kenyan groove, a lot of love songs.
A lot of love songs.
Yeah, 16 love songs.
How is it going so far?
Well, I'm not bad, not too bad, not too good. You know, shows goes. The show is in the 17 hours, 29th Sunday, January. I got the dates mixed up. At Humaniano.
And how are you feeling about this?
Well, the performance, to go and perform, not a big deal at performing, you know, just some hits up here, hiccup there, you know, a lot of hiccup here and there, a couple of things to fix and then refix, you know. But apart from that, I think it was never smooth, you know. We haven't got a lot of ads out here, but like I told my kids yesterday, you bring 20, you bring 20, you bring 20, and that was me 5, yeah, 65.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The show, you enter free, you look at the show free.
Where will it be?
Humaniano.
Okay.
If you want to buy we'll be having flash drive on sale with the music, 16 songs, maybe for $2,000 or so, you know, and there may be beverages being sold around the corner, you know.
Okay.
That's about it, you know. It's going to be a nice show, nice and intimate. We're going to mix it up, but I don't want to talk too much about what will happen on stage until people get there, you know. But it's going to be nice, you know. And when you think things are getting monotonous, the monotony has been broken by something else, you know. There's a lot of good singing, lots of songs. I'm going to give you a copy of the album before I leave, you know.
Sure, no problem.
It's just songs coming out of me, you know. I should have been doing this a long time ago. But so many things happen. But I promise you and the rest of the public that as from this month, this Sunday, every year at the same time, I'll be launching an album.
You'll be launching an album.
Yeah.
So tell me, how did this Sweet Kendingo name come about?
Oh, like my name is Rudolph Kendall. I was born and still live at a place called Dingwall in the quarantine. Oh. So it's Kendall of Dingwall, Kendingo.
Okay.
Right. Well, I started with Kendingo, and then I have a friend named Chuck Gerard from Amsterdam who used to sing with us. He always referred me as the Sweet. Right, so he also referred me as the Sweet Kendingo, you know, so the sweet sounds good, so Sweet Kendingo. That's what happens.
Oh, I've read that you've won multiple titles, soca and calypso.
Only 5 monarchies, 3 in soca, 3 in calypso, 1 in soca, 1 in road march, you know. But the calypso is not nice nowadays, man.
You don't think so?
No, the whole system is wrong. The whole system is wrong. You know?
Describe how it was in your days, like when you
started. Let me explain to you. Now, you know, they have a semi-finals. The judge on a CD or cassette or whatever, flash drive, and they go to the finals, 8 or 9. And that's destroying the art form. You know, it should go back to way back when everybody could sing a song, turn up at the jamboree with 2 bands. If you could Lala Calypso, go up there for your fans to hear you. Because there are lots of people who want to sing calypso, never climb a stage. And they'll do good if they have a chance for this first exposure. They never had that. And they'll never get that out of the situation. Now, this has been happening since 1980 something, where they're not having any jamboree anymore. But the jamboree will bring all and sundry who can sing to the show. And you have all the funny people and some who can sing, and the crowd having a ball. You understand what I'm saying? But now, you know, that doesn't happen. So you're not really getting the real thing out of the calypso. And then I used to try taking the art form to schools. Like every year, I'll take a child from the quarantine, bring them to town for a period of time. The last girl I brought, she brought second when she came, in her category. And over the years, I was looking for a win, and then my daughter brought to my attention, hey, the first time you took me, I brought first. It was since 92 or something like that, you know? So, you know, the art form needs a lot of things happening to make it come to what's supposed to be. But people there probably feel I have knowledge of the game, but I've been in the thing long, and it should be done in a certain way, you know?
Yeah.
What's happening now is not helpful to the art form. You know, calypso is not a global thing. It's just around the corner thing, so it needs to be enhanced properly.
True.
And like that's with Sweet Kendall. I'm not doing a calypso album. Songs are love songs. One about life, one about dad and his little girl. But the word I love you, or the phrase, the line I love you is all over the world, is very global. You know what I'm saying? But calypso, you talk about, you know, the yard and the community and the financial situation, and the politician, you know. And just run the circle and come back. It doesn't spread out, you know.
That as it should.
I was in a tour of Canada years ago. I was a guest of the Commonwealth Committee and a group named Interpret Theatre. Every stage I climb when I come off the interview, what is calypso? Is it a dance? What is it? You know, what is calypso? People asking. Well, everybody knew Bob Marley. You understand? Everybody knew Bob Marley with the message and those songs. So calypso is yet to make an impact in a lot of places.
True.
You know?
True.
And soca too, always kind of people, you know?
True.
There's one soca song when I hit it all over the world, a guy named, I think it's Arrow. Feeling hot, 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 hot. You know?
Okay.
That song went all over the world. Football teams use it as one, you know? And then Shadow came with a lot of stuff. But apart from that, you know, you got to do the global stuff. So that's why I love you, these kind of things. Well, before calypso, I did a lot of singing. You had something called Teensville on Radio Demerara years ago. And then they had In Search of a Star at Radio Demerara with a guy named Ayub Hamid, then Ray Robinson. And then I can't remember the other guy was after. I think Ron came after. I was there with Ron before that. So I used to sing there. And at this competition, and every time I go and come, I write another song. So I play the guitar and sing. And this guy who played for the other artists, Noel Adams, he always said, "You're not for competition, man. You're not for competition." The first time he said that, I said, "This guy don't like me." He keep plugging it to me.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm writing my own, so I'm doing this. What am I doing there?
Yeah.
That's what he meant, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I've been writing since King Rock was a pebble and singing. I remember in grade 1, 2, 3, grade 3. Myself and some guys, we always writing songs. But I can't remember what I wrote. But I remember what the other guys wrote. This make me laugh, you know. Yeah. So I've been writing from way back when. In school, I always did songs. And in the early day, we had broadcast to school.
Okay.
You listen broadcast schools and radio, right? You listen radio.
So you tune in and listen?
No, listen in school.
Oh, okay.
In school, 2:30 every afternoon. So, and then you have songs will come that we learn, local songs. And there was a musician in the village called Mr. Tucker, who old at master. So Mr. Tucker, they will send me to Mr. Tucker. Mr. Tucker will teach me the song, and I come back and teach the class the song, you know? And I was kind of actually born in music, but not being taught music by the people who I was around. My mother and my father were musicians.
Oh, they were?
Yeah, Daddy played a celluloid bands years ago, before I was born. Mommy was a reluctant musician, theoretically correct. We discuss and play. Yeah, Daddy never showed me thing. I sing in front of Mary Hold'em and stop your stupid noise, you know?
So your mother contributed to your calypso life or your singing life, basically?
Well, all of them were singers, but they didn't teach me how to sing. Or to play anything. But I've been always making noise. Because you had 2 kids before me, very, very quiet, and I come with the noise and I was asked questions, I get like every day.
So music, being around music and at such a young age inspired you to be an artist?
Yeah, well, I always got a kind of dream. I could play and I could sing, you know?
Yeah.
My father used to take us to a band, big band. Tom Charles and Syncopators come to the village for this carnival celebration. It was something like MASH. Run for a couple of days. You go and see Tom Charles. He's about the best drum I've ever seen. Guy had about 210 pounds or what? But he was short. And this man played a drum like nobody played like that guy. When he came in the dance hall, come the boom dance. When I saw Tom Charles 2 times, I came and made a drum set. I made a drum set. I play all day. And then I learned to play the guitar afterwards when I was like, in my teens. And myself, a cousin named Michael Kendall, we call him Chapel. A friend of mine named Gordon Marshall. Gordon Marshall used to do drum in the city and so on, with Crazy Jing and those guys. We learned to play guitar the same day. We had a 5-string guitar and a guy passed and said, come on, I'll show you something. Quick. And watching. And we started playing right away. So all about we got a 5-string guitar. We didn't know where the 6th string must go. We must do the 6th string. Somebody, who said, no man, I put on the 6th string. And we started playing just like that. And from one step to the another, then I write and arrange. Nobody arranges my song. Nobody writes my song. Everything I do, bam, bam, bam.
You did it all by yourself?
Yeah, nobody arranges my song. Nobody writes for me. And sometimes I write every day. When I say write every day, I don't mean I write one thing every day. When it flows, it's bam, 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 hold it, bam, 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 until it's finished flowing, and then you take a rest, you know. Now with the songs on the track, everything is being loaded by me. From the bass drum, to the snare, to the percussion, every single thing. Up to the last 10-minute DJ. I don't like all the thing with songs. Man, you listen to too much of things and we go. So I send the last text here. Let's see. I'm very meticulous with my music, you know. And like you asked me, calypso. I'm not in it anymore. I don't think I'll go back there. But I could send somebody, rather somebody.
So you wouldn't you know, we keep from MASH as a mastermani is just on standby. You won't perform in the calypso competition.
No, I don't think I'll do that anymore. Probably write somebody. Because the whole structure, can you imagine with my ability going to band room and then they tell you mustn't speak to the drummer and you can't talk to this person again. So last year I walked in the band room, never went back. You know?
Yeah.
Because you have your dream within you. And like the guys in charge told me, any problem you got, talk to the leader of the band. The leader of the band look after brass, look after this. So I got to go to the leader of the band and say, I want the drummer to play extra. I could look at the drummer and say, play back to back. I could tell him that. He can't explain that to the drummer. You understand? Let me get an instance. Last year I went in the band room. Went straight to the drummer. What I could see is a piece of drum set. It's that complete drum set. So I asked me, when he said, God, so my drum set short. I said, you have any gong there? I said, man, there's some things near. I said, I knock it in here. Bang! I said, that's the one I want. Because that starts the force. You know? And that's going wrong. So I'd have to tell the leader what I want. Then he got to go and explain to the man nonsense.
Yeah.
So I stay at home. I won't be going back in the band room anymore. Dealing with that guy who controls that thing. Yeah.
What are some of the challenges you faced being a calypsonian?
Well, you want to hear facts of calypso? You sure? You like calypso? It's been ugly. I'm a country man. I live 100 miles away from the city. I'm a country man. And when you come to town, people from town have a feeling. 90% of the people, you're not supposed to know anything. Stupid boy from the country. Yeah, people got a concept for them. And I remember I used to do farming. I just bought this new tractor, planting rice, and within the day's news. And I see calypso combination, 68 breakdown, blah, 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 meeting, and I touched it there. On time. The door was like half pushed, just like this door. And I push. Everybody turn and look at me. My name is Rudolph Kendall. I come from the quarantine. I come to sing calypso for MASH. And the minister said, you're the wrong place by now, here. So I'm moving. And then he said, by must you suffer with I'll sit there and then I go across there. We had two tents that time, one by Canary, one by Elsie, you know, and then I fall in. And it wasn't be nice. I was struggling to get a monarchy. The first year, tear up the place. And they knocked me in the competition at the semifinals. And those days were wow, two tents. So the guys from our semifinals that qualified, when they climbed the stage to sing at the finals in 1981, they said they're going to sing the first song, they won't sing the second song unless they change the judges. Because the same judges they had in the last week. And we ain't singing with them. The judges had to get up and walk. First year I come, guys check on my behalf. And I won in 84, I won in 92, I won in 94. You know, there are a couple of days that people say one. You know, that's how it goes, you know.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, like, you kind of had a dollar, the only thing. So you go there, you know, only kind of exposure.
True.
But now, you know, press a button goes up, you go all over the world. So it's a different scene right now.
Yeah.
And then, you know, most people have lost their creative ability.
True.
You know, people don't know how to create because it has been lost, you know. It has been lost. I know once I did a lecture. In fact, I had a whole seminar at the University of Ghana. Professor Longton take me there, talking to kids. People. When we say adults too, most of them were adults. Most of them were adults. And it's like, I tell them the flow comes to you, you gotta grab it. You wake up in the morning, something wakes you up. And the rhythm and voice, and song, wake you up. Man, they don't wake up in the morning. Morning comes, I had something last night. I can't remember. You know? But when it first you gotta grab it. And until you grab it, more comes, more comes, more comes. 3 weeks back, I wrote every morning from 1 1 to 4. That's our go jogging. 1 to 4. And things just come. When you start, you don't end with that. Blam, blam. You grab it when it comes because next week you might be in that mood. You know? There's a lot of stuff. You know? So if you don't grab what's coming to you, it goes away to you. Well, I tell them, say, it goes away from me, it comes straight to me. You gotta be awake.
Was there any artists that inspired you though?
Well, I grew up in the days of James Brown, Otis Redding. James was a big dancer. So the whole place danced like James Brown, you know what I mean? Yeah. And one day I have a sister that asked me, no, y'all had in television, how y'all know James Brown used to dance? And I don't even know. I don't know where he got it from, you know? But James Brown was a big, big fan of mine, you know? And good singing, like Percy Sledge, the guys could sing. Coming down the road, I like Shadow. Spar was good. Trinidad is not a bad place, a lot of music. But I think I go back there and sing. I went there in a World Kaiser competition in 1992. I know I go mash up the place and I go to girl. I ain't got no respect for no one. And I touch in the band room, you know. Give them a scores and so on. I had this song, you want more money. Up tempo, we want more money, we want money, you know, something like that. Up tempo. Hit the band room. Saxophonist came to me and said, I remember you from Mingles, man. You sounded to record, but I used to sing Hand with the Mingles one time. Like match time, I sing in the club the whole night. The club was in Alberton, you know. So I remember from Mingles, man, you remember 20 quarter block with Gaff. At the semi, now they plunged the entire Caribbean into semi-finals with the Trinidadians to knock me out so as Trinidadians can be in finals.
Oh my.
Now, these dumb governments, if they're sending the people to represent the country, they have to ensure that the people go to final. We didn't go to Trinidad semi-final. You know what I'm saying? Competition today. Skinner Park. Skinner Park is a bad park, and here's some with the pelt you throw water, put all kind of things in Skinner Park. Bobby should climb the stage, girl. Well, talk about musician and connection with singer. Well, I don't have the regular calypso like I come there, no. The band rehearsed about 20 songs before the show in a couple of days, and the bassman jumped the gun, meaning he came in before time. And I am backstage, and he's like looking on, I'm taunting him, and cut up, you know. Climb the stage, the band start from top, tear down the place. Skinner Park left like this. So as I come off stage, you know, Guyanese, I go straight to the guy with the money there. He said, walk to the crowd, go up in the stand. Walk to the corner, look at me, hit up in the stand, carry a big long gun. He said, Bobby Sean, Ice Bobby Sean from West Bobby. I can't remember the name. He said, when you sing, if a pin drop, you hear it, country, but if a pin drop, they said, I'll give you an announcement the next day who the winners are. You don't knock out all the except one guy?
Except one guy.
And the boss man called me, say he's shocked and surprised, feel ashamed. We didn't care, he was a guy now. He said, well, you got 2 weeks to stay, man. I said, no, going home. The next night, I come home driving everything, you know. Okay. Airport and just got him going. And then, when I look at Shadow's story, I feel kind of cool with it. Shadow's from Tobago. I was from Tobago because he died now. And he came with this different rhythm. And they didn't want accepting him, you know, they weren't accepting him. And he never won the Monarchy till 2000 with What's Wrong With Me and some other song, you know. You know, it's sort of that make me feel a bit calm. Okay, you have different vibes, you know. Yeah. And people say that what this guy named Shorty. People say that Shorty is the man that made soca. Well, Shorty didn't make soca. Shorty's the man that makes soca. They asked Shorty what he's singing. He says he sing calypso soul. And Shorty took the 2 words and made soca. Well, Shorty's the man, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Well, back to my show. It's on Sunday, and hoping to pull a little crowd, you know. You pay $2,000. You go into the show free. I sing. You have an option. You can buy a flash drive for $2,000 with a CD.
What would
with the songs, a flash drive with the songs, right?
Right. What would you tell young people that are interested in calypso but don't know where to start? I mean, they practice, but they just aren't getting that push. What would you tell them?
But sometimes the push can be an empty push, you know. You have to learn to play an instrument. A guitar is very nice, because it's an acoustic instrument. You get acoustic guitar, and and you learn to be more musical, more than just singing. Every singer should learn to play, and when your dreams, when things come to you, if you know you can't play, you have to hum it on something to keep it. You follow?
True.
You have to hum it to keep it. And it becomes hard, you hum to keep. But when you could have something comes to you in the night, like, how do you do? How do you do? You know what I'm saying? It's happening, something comes inside you. You never hear it till they come inside you before, it comes inside you. Right? So you hum it to your phone.
Yeah.
You hum it to your phone, right? You hum it to your phone. Now, like me now, I can scribble notes and scribble the bass drum, bam, bam, how the snare going, right? Or keep it. So what's coming inside of you? It's you. It's not coming to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So all these fine parts are the parts that make you. You follow me? The parts that make you. So when you go to the studio, you want the vibes. People go to the studio and say, "Man, I got this song, sing the song." But what about you? The inside of you is something different from the other man. You got your own vibes coming from inside. You got some, and you feel it's nonsense, you feel it's of stupidness you're doing, but tape it. That's you. Yeah. Keep what's yours, But you have to learn to play an instrument.
True.
Yeah, play guitar. Guitar is nice. You can walk with it anyway. Put it in your bed, pick it up, blah blah. Play guitar. Play guitar.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, that's all the shows on this 17 hours Sunday, 29th of January, 2023 at Yamana. Come and enjoy a good show and see me sing 16 songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you have it. One of Guyana's very own calypsonian artists, also soca artist too, Rudolph Kendall. My name is Kimberly Giddings, reporting from the Big Smith News Watch. Thank you.